Hello everyone, this is Aaron from MTGChallengers, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering highlights video. For today's match, we have Evan playing Abzan Aggro going up against Alex playing Azorius Heroic. Evan drew some bad hands and mulled down to 5 cards for game 1. He took the play and laid down a Caves of Koilos, paying 1 life with it and cast a Soldier of the Pantheon. Alex played a Flooded Strand and went to 19 to crack it and searched his library for a Plains. He then cast a Favored Hoplite. Evan played a Llanowar Wastes and paid 2 life to kill the Hoplite with a Bile Blight. He then swung with his Soldier, taking Alex to 17. Alex just drew and passed, stuck on 1 land. Evan played a Forest and resolved a Fleecemane Lion, going to 16. He hit Alex for another 2 with his Soldier. At the end of his turn, Alex cast a Defiant Strike, targeting Evan's Soldier to be able to draw a card. He still didn't get any land, but did resolve another Hoplite. Evan cast a Rakshasa Death Dealer, going to 15. He then swung with the rest of his team for 5. Alex chose not to block and went down to 10. Alex swung for 1 with his Hoplite, which Evan chose to take. He still wasn't drawing any lands and was forced to discard, getting rid of an Ordeal of Thassa. Evan sent his team to the red zone for 7 damage, taking Alex down to 3. At the end of his turn, Alex cast a God's Willing on his Hoplite, giving it a +1/+1 counter to try and scry into a land. Unfortunately, he still didn't get it, so he scooped it up, giving Evan the win and taking them to game 2. Welcome to game 2. Alex mulled down to 6 cards and took the play. He laid down a Plains and cast a Laguna Band Trailblazer. Evan played a Windswept Heath and fetched a Forest with it, going to 19, and played a Warden of the First Tree. Alex played a Flooded Strand and swung with his Trailblazer for 0. Evan declared no blocks, so before damage, Alex cast a Defiant Strike, triggering its heroic ability, pumping it, and drew himself a card. Evan took 2 damage, going to 17. He played a Sandstep Citadel, which entered tapped and resolved a second Warden. He pinged Alex for 1 with his first one and passed the turn. Alex fetched with his Strand, going to 18, and got an island. He then swung with his Trailblazer for 1, which Evan chose to chump with his untapped Warden. Evan played an Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth and tapped out for an Anafenza the Foremost. He pinged with his Warden again, taking Alex to 17. At the end of his turn, Alex cast another Defiant Strike, pumping his Trailblazer and drawing a card. He scryed with a Temple of Enlightenment and chose to send the top card to the bottom. He then enchanted the Trailblazer with an Ordeal of Thassa, giving it another counter. He swung with it, which gave it another counter and allowed him to sacrifice it and draw 2 cards. Evan chose to take the 4 damage, going to 13. He cast a Fleecemane Lion and swung with the rest of his team. Anafenza's ability triggered, allowing him to put a +1/+1 counter on his Warden. Before damage, he made the Warden a Human Warrior, which pumped it up to 4 power. Alex took 8, going down to 9. He just cast a Favored Hoplite and passed the turn back. Evan bestowed a Herald of Torment onto the Warden, giving it +3/+3 in flying. He then swung with it along with Anafenza, putting another counter on it. Before blocks, Alex cast another Defiant Strike on his Trailblazer to draw a card. Alex blocked and killed Anafenza with his Trailblazer, but the Warden flew over for another 8, taking Alex down to 1 life. Alex moved to his turn and cast the last Defiant Strike in his deck to try and draw into an answer. He then cast a God's Willing, pumping the Trailblazer again, giving it protection from green, and scryed the top card of his library to the bottom. He swung with his Trailblazer, which was now at 8 power, taking Evan to 5. He lost a life at his upkeep from the Herald, but was still able to fly over for lethal, giving Evan the win to the game and the match. So that's it for these highlights. If you enjoyed them, feel free to check out the full gameplay as well. To see the lists for these decks and others, be sure to check out our deck techs and like our Facebook page for announcements, updates, and other behind-the-scenes information. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, subscribe for more Magic the Gathering content.